latest polls show that Canada's crack-smoking mayor, Rob Ford, has got a higher approval rating than America's president, Barack Obama. Should Obama start smoking rocks?
I don't think that's a good idea for him. He's exactly what happens when the people finally get fed up with decades of progressive mismanagement, and they're willing to trust a crack-smoking mayor.
He's like the Straight Talk Express.
You know, what's really sad is the fact that he's still got probably a higher percentage than his candidates. I mean, they must feel pretty pathetic if they aren't even smoking crack.
The people who are running against Rob Ford. Do you think they're going to have to set up a fence on the Canadian border to stop Americans from streaming into a free country with economic prospects?
People get fed up with progressive mismanagement, so they put in somebody from the opposite party to clean house. Like, what if Giuliani or Arnold Schwarzenegger were found to be crack addicts? Or not crack addicts, crack users.
There's no such thing as a crack addiction. Probably not a place like California, but like a city. I mean, we're in D.C. They had a crackhead mayor.
That's true, and he was reelected.
Yeah.
Best argument
like
against D.C. statehood.
D.C. is not quite ready for democracy. It's kind of like Iraq. You think he get elected in the United States? Like what? Like mayor of Detroit?
Do they even have government out there? I mean, you want a place like Iraq, that's pretty much it now. I mean, the
Detroit's-
only thing they're missing are like IEDs.
Detroit's
I mean,
a
no
cleaned
offense,
out-
but frankly, I think it'd be Boston. Straight-talking, chubby fellows that, clean house. I think that's...
Throw the weight around.
It
But
fits
like-
yeah, exactly.
Rob Ford, come save us.
You just take national embarrassments. Look, the Brits gave you guys Piers Morgan, and the Canadians are embarrassed about Rob Ford. You Americans will take both of them with open arms.
We will.
We don't want Piers Morgan.
Not anymore.
You can take Piers Morgan back.
No, thank you. You've got him. He's a cheap London hack.
Speaking of harsh punishments, this organization FIRE just released a report on how free college campuses are, and it turns out that a huge amount of American colleges aren't free at all. They've got free speech codes, like what you can say, what you can do.
Things like free speech zones, where there's a certain section of the campus that's set aside for political activity. The idea of cordoning off political speech like that is, frankly, unconstitutional.
The Chinese did that for the Olympics, right?
Yeah, they were very successful at it. They went and parked a tank outside of the journalists' offices.
So the British are all for this.
Well, we're pretty much against you guys having education to begin with because it didn't really go so well for us the last time.
Yeah. I remember we chased you out of D.C. No, we didn't really chase you out of
No,
D.C.
we just burned down the White House.
Speaking of the ancient regime, today is also the anniversary of the execution of Louis
You don't even
XVI.
know.
Louis XVI.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Well.
Beheaded, yeah. Today in 1793.
So, like a great day for progressive liberalism.
Universities are run by the people who created the political correctness regime. The words that, what you can say, what you can't say.
Students are for their own free speech, literally mine. And if I don't like your view, I'm offended
They
by
called it the free speech movement in the 60s at Berkeley, and the first thing they did was shut down any things they didn't agree with.
At least
First
they
of
didn't get
all,
pepper
you
sprayed in
needed
the
a little
face.
parental brutality when you were growing up. You obviously didn't catch enough beatings.
He's rude to me all the time, but you know what? I can get used to that. I'm not going to go and sue him for it. You also don't have any money, so there's no point, but
Take me for everything I have.
that's pretty much what you're wearing.
Yeah. How was your college experience? Did you like college?
I loved it, yeah.
Did you ever have like
Can't
problems
stay
with
away.
free speech? Like you were speaking out too much?
No, not at all.
I've seen the pictures. You were out there on the tops, just dressed in rags. Screaming,
No.
oh, ye
like,
sinners
what
and
is
whores,
going on?
repent!
Yes, that was me.
I do that for Halloween sometimes. I like dress up as a Puritan and just go around screaming at all the whores dressed up in the short skirts.
There's always one who ruins Halloween.
Yeah, it's me.
Thank you. Candy and Puritanism.